What's up, kings and queens? Welcome back to my channel. I am the Eva Monroe. Thank you so much for joining me here on my channel today. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you guys two new fragrances that I picked up recently being about 2 weeks or so ago. And I'm finally getting the opportunity to share them with you. If you follow me on here or on social media, then you know that for like the past 5 days or so, I've been absent from the comment section. And that has been because the comments were getting a little rough and someone asked me to just take a break from them and come back and revisit them later. So last night I was actually watching ET and I saw that Lizzo took herself off of social media because of trolls. And I thought to myself, I said, you know what, Eva? Lizzo is 100% that. And if people are trolling her, you don't stand a chance. So get over it. So I'm here. I'm live and in the flesh. I'm back. I'm ready to read some comments and respond and talk about some fragrances. So I stumbled over into my local Ulta and I saw a red bottle sitting on the shelf. And I said to myself, go over there and see what that is. And it happened to be guccibloom. And this is guccibloom Ambrosia di Fiori. This was released in 2019, and the notes of this are just jasmine, honeysuckle, tuberose, orris, and rose. So I tested this out in the store, and I walked around, played in makeup, talked to my friends over at Ulta, because they're all my friends, and I kept smelling this and I was like, should I pull the trigger? Should I? And I said, you know what? I'm going to get this. I'm really going to get this. Now, what does this fragrance smell like to me? This fragrance, in my opinion, should have been named guccibloom Gardenia, even though they already have one. Because in my opinion, this is that thing that you get when they try to recreate Gardenia in a fragrance with the tuberose and the jasmine. It reminds me of just like planting my face into one of my gardenia bushes. Gardenia is really sweet and creamy, almost has like a milky type smell to it. And that's what I get from this. I don't get that what I like to call dirty, but most people call earthy tuberose thing, because tuberose has a slight sharpness to it that Gardenia doesn't have. And that's what I get in this fragrance. Now, in the ultimate dry down of this, I start to get a peak of rose, but it's just a hint of rose. But from the top to the bottom, this thing is Gardenia, in my opinion. I like it. I enjoy it. It's very nice. If you are into the whole Gardenia thing, this will definitely be something for you. If you're just into collecting the whole guccibloom line, this is going to be the thing for you. But there are some bad things about this fragrance. First of all, this is a 1 ounce bottle, you guys, and it retails for $107. Now, I don't get all choked up in the price of things, but I thought that was a little bit pricey for a guccibloom fragrance. And again, I'm not really a guccibloom girl, but I thought that was a little bit pricey. So, and the second thing that I would feel would be a bad thing about this fragrance is the fact that it just doesn't really stand apart from many other Gardenia fragrances, in my opinion. Just very sweet, very feminine. It's very nice. Now, the longevity on this thing it was like 6 hours plus on my skin. It didn't go anywhere. The day I played in it, it stayed on my hand. I wore it to bed one night, and then I wore it for an entire day. And when I wore it for an entire day, I never reapplied it because it really actually stayed on my skin. Just a kind of a sweet heaviness going on, but it's not a bad fragrance. Again, the price and the fact that it's not very unique. When I came home, I started to have some things going on in my mind this reminds me of, and I came up with the dry down of Liz Taylor's Gardenia. is very similar to this, as well as Saks for Her, minus the plasticky thing going on. So, do I recommend purchasing this? Again, if you're collecting blooms, or if you just love, love, love what I feel is gardenia, by all means, yes. Otherwise, I feel like it's something you can live without. Now, y'all know I love all things grace, right? I am a ride or die philosophy fan. I have been with them from the beginning of time, even though, they're not doing things the way I want them to be doing them right now. I'm still with them. I'm hanging in there. Walked into Ulta. I was supposed to be getting a facial cleanser, Purity, but I got to go to the philosophy section to get that. And I found this. This is Philosophy Bergamot. This is a 2-ounce bottle, you guys, and it sells for $50. So you can't go wrong there, right? Now, despite the fact that I am a diehard philosophy fan, I have passed up on, I know I passed up on Magnolia because Magnolia just didn't do it for me. And I think there might be one other. Aside from that, I own them all. But I don't buy them if I don't like them. I love this. I really love this. This is summer in a bottle. Now, for all my Grace girls out there, for all my diehard Grace fans, Amazing Grace, she's in here. And you can smell her. And you can recognize that whole amazing thing. But the bergamot and the grapefruit in this thing just give it a certain uniqueness. Now, the notes are bergamot, cedrat, neroli, grapefruit, rose, jasmine, orange blossom, and there's musk notes in the base of this thing. But again, you can feel Grace's presence in here. And of all of the philosophy releases, Amazing is my number one favorite. I love Amazing Grace. And in this one, I really appreciate and really enjoy the bergamot and the grapefruit. The grapefruit gives it this like kind of sour thing that I really enjoy in the warmer months. So I say that this is summer in a bottle because I will be just covering myself in this in the summertime. Oh, this smells so good. So good. Now, I got to tell you guys the bad thing about this fragrance, because the good thing is, or the good things are, it smells beautiful. And it retails for $50. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that, right? But let's talk about the longevity on this thing. 3 words to describe the longevity on this. Horrible. The longevity on this is so bad. Philosophy. Cody, what are you doing? Now, I'm one that I understand that my citrus dominant fragrances typically tend to struggle in the longevity department, and I'm okay with that. But you guys, when I say horrible, I'm talking about like an hour for this. 1 hour. And I thought maybe I had went nose blind and I had to have my husband. I was like, smell, what do I smell like? And he said, nothing. And so then I knew that the longevity on this is so bad. Now, they have not yet released a shower gel and a lotion that I have saw. But philosophy, they don't release any fragrance without coming out with the shower gel, the lotion, the body shimmer, the whatever. So I'm going to wait on that, and I'm going to pray that that will help extend the longevity of this thing. But this is gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's $50, and it is summer everything, in my opinion. I feel like even though it's winter and we shouldn't be talking about summer fragrances yet, I feel like this is something you need in your summer fragrance lineup. 100%. I'm here for this. Oh, the grapefruit. I love a grapefruit note. So again, aside from imaginary authors falling into the sea, I really don't own many citrus dominant fragrances that have like great longevity. So I usually expect them to be somewhat fleeting, but this pushes the envelope. I mean, an hour. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for listening to me today. If you have smelled either one of these, let me know what you think about them in the comment section below. And until I see you again, be blessed and bye for now.